Okay, we are now live. I think we're live. Let me check. Okay, we are. Just give me a sec, guys. I just need to make sure everything's working. I believe it is. I totally forgot to set my shit up. Excuse me, sorry. Forgot to set this up. And just do this really quickly. Okay, that's nice. I forgot to set up my camera. Damn, I shouldn't have went live yet, eh? That's okay. This is always fun. I don't know if you guys can hear the squeakiness of my chair. Let me just set up my camera really quick. Shouldn't take that long. Okay. Oh, crap. My tripod's not cooperating with me. Come on. Okay, that should be good. Where's my camera? Okay, now my OBS is not responding. That's perfect. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Please not crash. And there it is. That's my camera. Okay, we should be all set up, right? I'm not sure if I want to just show my face. This is a lot of work. Put that there, and maybe just show my tablet. What's up, guys? Hey. Like that. Yeah, that is a nice setup. I wonder if you guys would be okay if I just work like this. Give me a second. I'm gonna try something new, okay? Oops. That. Maybe I can do something like this for the stream. I don't know how that looks. The manga cover is the manga cover is beautiful. Hey, thanks, man. This isn't the manga cover though. This is a fan art of Ray from Evangelion. But I did make a third manga cover, and I believe it does look good. Thank you. I'm just trying to get my setup right, so I have two setups here. This one, and what about the other one? Okay, so we got two setups, right? This one and that one. I think it looks good. I think I could make this smaller. I seriously need like an overlay for my videos, just to make it a lot more appealing for the stream. I'm considering at least getting something like that very soon. Because my stream is all over the place, right? The setup is all over the place. It doesn't scream like professional or high quality and stuff like that. But yeah, Pang, today we're just gonna finish up this fan art of Ray. Hopefully, we can finish it today. She's pretty much finished already. There could be a couple of other things I could add to her, but what I'm focused today is the background. Okay, I want to do something like this. So let's just start. Yeah. So first, I want to add this planet over here. So we're gonna draw a planet. Let's start her off first. First, of course, we're gonna draw a circle, a big one. This is gonna be just for the mask. Okay, it doesn't matter what color it is. Let's just do white, and let's make that bigger, a little bit flatter, maybe like that. Okay, so a little bit lower then, like so. I got a few textures here. I could always just use textures. Um, Actually, just to save us some time, I probably just will just use textures. Come on. My computer is lagging like a mofo, eh? And so is my multi-chat. What happened to my multi-chat? Oh, okay, there it is. So let's use some textures. I have a planet texture here. If I can find it. Yeah, this thing. See? And just do that, right? It doesn't really look good, I think. Hold on. Man, a lot of cables. Okay. I don't think that looks good. I might need a gradient map. Let's add a gradient map. Gradient map. Where the heck is it? Here it is. And then let's choose a more bluish, cold color. Something like this. This one's really strong. Okay. Clip that there. That's probably too strong. Let's go multiply and reduce that to, say, that much. Okay, that looks good. I still don't like it. Let's make it a little bit better. Oh my goodness. My computer is just all over the place today. Come on. Okay. I don't like it. I'm gonna redo this thing and maybe just do this. No. That's a little bit better, right? Okay, that's a little bit better. How are we gonna add the maybe let's do a red instead, right? More in line with the movie. Flip the thing. I want this to be in the other side. Something like that. That looks absolutely great. Nice contrast between her bluish color and then the warm texture at the behind her. Now let's add some crosses. In the show, there's this red cross that appear when the humans die. Something similar to something like this, right? I'm just being very rough. Maybe a bit longer, a bit redder. There you go. And let's just add that all over the place. Of course, it looks pretty terrible right now, but it's gonna look really good later. Just trust the process, yeah. Okay, I guess that's good enough. We could always add more if we want to. Um, I'm gonna redraw over them just so they look a little bit different and they don't just look like they're copy pasted. We're gonna add some glow to them too. I'm kind of tempted on just drawing the planet here because it looks pixelated. It doesn't look high quality. But for now, let's just leave it like that, okay? With these things, you always want to have like that mindset where it's good enough is not good enough. You gotta go beyond what's good enough, you know? There should be like 20,000 of these here, but I'm not gonna draw all that. Just a few will be good enough. I don't want to be accurate. I just want to be symbolic more than anything, really. This happens, spoiler alert, by the way, for the show. This happens at the end of the series. It's been like it's a 20-year-old series, I think. Everybody should watch it now. So I don't really know how this composition is gonna work. It looks good so far to me, at least. Right? And what we can do is make this blurry a little bit. Make this a little bit blurry. Damn, my English is not Englishing. Okay, like that. And towards the bottom, we could probably blend this thing like so. Okay, that's good. I like it. Make that white. Then blend that even more. Hmm. I really want to redraw the planet here. It doesn't look good. I mean, it looks good, but it looks too pixelated when I zoom in. And I want it to, oh, what's that? It's an extra moon there. I want it to look good even if you zoom in, okay? So what I need to do there is I'm gonna have to draw that manually, which shouldn't be a problem. We can draw planets, right? We can draw planets. It's not a problem. Okay. Um, I need some gradients here. Let's turn off the mask first, and then let's turn these off. And now we can draw this the planet, right? Let's see if I remember how to draw a planet. I've done it before. I should probably draw a colored. It's okay. We got gradient maps. We can just do that. Okay. You know, I may need a reference. I totally forgot how this works. Um, hmm. Okay. This is a nice reference. 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 So let's just color everything like this. And with the gradient map, it's going to automatically color it for us once we turn this on, right? We can either turn that on, we can either turn that blue or whatever color you want. For now, let's just use black and white as our values. So I want to draw in the continents first, the islands. Okay, let's create another layer. Um, we'll draw a different kind of gray, a brighter kind of gray maybe. Let's try that. Too bright, too dark. Almost there. Okay, that's about right. Maybe a bit brighter. Bit brighter. Okay, that's about right. Let's just draw like a random jaggedy edge here. I don't really care what this is. Some islands here, maybe. Okay. All right. So let's start with that. And let's define the edges here so they look like they're actual islands instead of just blobs. Okay. I remember some of these parts. Okay, how to draw islands from an outer space. I kind of vaguely remember it. Maybe we can even draw rivers. Okay. Again, I don't want to be detailed, but I want to be meticulous. This part doesn't have to be detailed because a lot of this will be covered up in like a lot of atmosphere and a lot of clouds, atmosphere, stuff like that, right? No, this could be some I don't know island. It doesn't have to be accurate to Earth, anyways. And for all we know, this could be some part of Europe, right? That could be like France over here. This could be the UK. That could be the English Channel. Doesn't matter. That could be like the tip of Norway, I think, or is it Sweden? I forgot that part. And that's it. Those are the islands. Well, it's not yet finished. Okay, we gotta draw the edges because I believe the edges has a little bit of atmosphere there, or some sort of variation, some sort of a like detail around the edges. So let's just add that. Not all of the edges, okay, just some of it. I'm realizing it now as I'm drawing this, right? That this is a really good process on drawing maps. I'll probably do something like this for my story. Um, I'm almost done with chapter two. Only took me around 4 weeks, for a month, which is actually not bad, right? Not bad release date and one chapter a month. I already have the first volume written, and I got a few one shots coming out maybe next year. But for this year, I really just want to focus on finishing the first volume of Final Fortress. I'm actually thinking of recreating the title to Fortress of the End. That sounds so cool, though. But Final Fortress is not bad too. The reason behind that title, by the way, is because they are living inside of a gigantic fortress, and it is the last fortress of like humans. Um, okay, so there's a couple other things we need to do here. Let's add some textures. Uh, where's my that thing? Where's the island? Oh, did I draw? Oh, no, so this is the island. Okay, add some textures. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I just want to be quick with this. Okay, don't want to overly complicate it. Let's make it really, really thick, as if it's like a forest right from outer space. Okay, I want to make it thick. Come on. Okay, that's looking good. Nope. All right, let's add one more layer of atmosphere. Shadows here, and maybe some bright spots here. Maybe not so bright because we still need to add the clouds. Let's add the clouds now. The clouds will just be white blobs for now, okay? So I'm not gonna follow this. I have another reference in my head about how the clouds would work. I'm gonna follow a little bit of it, right? Like this gigantic spots of clouds here, for example. Um, like so. I'm just blocking out where the clouds is gonna go, okay? And maybe different kind of clouds for different kind of areas here. Maybe this could be a wisp later on, and clouds that looks like they're forming lines. That I don't know what they're called. So right there, um, storm. I don't know if I have to draw a storm. Circles, something like that. Maybe no. Let's just not complicate stuff. Just array is gonna be right in the middle anyway. So let's just do this. All right, let's just define the clouds. And we're gonna make the clouds a little bit more wispy like that later. So it actually looks like a cloud instead of this just white blob. But for now, let's just block it out, okay? We're even gonna add shadows to the clouds too. And that's really gonna make the clouds pop out. And not only that, we also need to add drop shadows for the clouds. So it's gonna cast a shadow underneath it. That's what I mean. You know what? This is not really working for me. I'm gonna use this instead. Because it already creates this wispy thing. And it looks more like clouds to me. See? It's so much better. Just bear with me. It's gonna look good. Trust in the process, okay? Okay, let's erase these. These are just guides. Um, erase these. To be honest with you, this is the second time I'm drawing a planet like this. It's been a while since I did so. It's been years. I think I did it better the first time though. But I'm doing my best here too. I don't know. It's not. It's just about halfway there. So I don't know how this is gonna turn out. That's just not bad, right? Not bad. I don't think it's bad. Oh, it actually looks good. I like it. I wonder how my cloud pack will handle this. Let me try and use that. Okay, maybe it's better. I think it is better. Wait. Let me try doing clouds like this here. I'm not quite sure if it's better. It just it does look better. It looks more high fidelity, right? But it doesn't look too outer spacey. Maybe I need to make it smaller. Like that. Okay. I think it does look better. Let's just stick with this. And it's a good time to explore what we have here too. Oh, that looks nice. Like a wisp. Okay, we can add it here on the other side. It's like a wisp, right? That does look like outer spacey. Oh, look at that. Let's add it here too, maybe underneath. I really like that. This one looks good too. Let's try another one. Okay, that's not so bad. A lot more wispy. I think I'm not gonna use that. I think this looks like a good shadow uh, effect thing. It is coming to life, I think. I am just a bit struggling with this cloud. Because I'm not used to this brush pack. This is fairly new. Well, it's not really new. I just haven't been using it for this reason, you know. So I'm sort of also just exploring it, see what I can do with it. That looks nice. I wonder what's that for. Like that. Okay. And okay, let's just stick with this. I want to add more fluffy clouds to it. I don't think there's enough. Angled brush. Okay. And maybe more here on the other side. Okay, let's add shadow now. It's gonna make it come. It's gonna make it come. Jesus Christ! It's gonna make it come to life. All right. So turn that black and put that underneath, and just do a little bit of tweaking like this. That's too much. Let's go blur, Gaussian blur. Maybe just five. Five is good, and make it like that. So for the ocean, um, I'm not really sure what we can add to the ocean here. Okay, let's just do something like this. Right? Adds atmosphere. Same here. Underneath the clouds, atmosphere. And we can even add texture to the ocean by adding a little bit of bubbles here and there. I know it looks silly, but you'll see what I mean. You know what? It could be a good like cities. Okay, up places like that. And whoops. See, my Photoshop spazzes out sometimes. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm intentionally not filling this gap app because she's gonna be there. And let's add in the crosses and the thing. That looks way better, I think. Okay, let's keep that. I don't know how this is. I really don't know how I feel about the gradient map here. Let's try. I like the red. Compositionally speaking, it balances out her blue. I just don't know. Hmm. Let's make the halo effect now. I think I need to center her a little bit like that. Okay. So the crown, I'm gonna experiment with some colors. Well, initially I'm thinking I could make this gold. Let's go multiply and one more overlay. And we can just probably add textures to it like this. Um, like this too. Okay, brighter, yellower. No, it doesn't look good. It just looks like it's rust. I want it to be a little bit more shiny, like that. And that doesn't look good. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Maybe one more. Let's do hard light. Does it look good? How long does it usually take you to finish an illustration? This one took me around maybe less than 10 hours. I don't really know. I'll know later when I process the speed paint, when I edit stuff, because I recorded the entire thing. Oh, actually, you know what? Speaking of, I forgot to record this session. But yeah, around 10 hours. Let's say 10 hours. I don't like the. I don't like this. It looks like it's just rust instead of gold. I'll keep it though, because we can do better. That does look better, I think. Oof, the hell's going on there? See, this is an accident, but it looks good, right? Well, we won't keep that though. I'll do something like that a little later, but I want to focus on this first. Okay, duplicate that. You could probably make it darker and around that much. Go multiply. Come on, multiply. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. And around its edges, let's add another overlay layer. Go yellow. Add some lighting here, lighting there, lighting there, lighting here where the light is the strongest. Now I'll add a little bit of blue here too, because that is the blue light. Just a little bit, you know. I have some that took me close to 30 hours, some around 12 hours, a bit more, but it's cause I'm new to rendering and it's digital, so I guess it's normal. I guess so. I think it took me around that long too. Sometimes it does take that long, and that's totally fine, man. It's not a race, you know. It's fine to take long. People want to like speed things up. I'd say take your time. It's all about the process instead of the finished product, right? I'm gonna add some sharpness. So that means another overlay layer. This is like overlay upon overlay already. Okay. I really like that halo. I'm not sure if I'm gonna draw the hands though. Because in my initial sketch for the background, I did draw hands that like white hands. I'm gonna try to do that. Let's turn off the background elements. Let's go. Come on. Hey, hello. Maybe now I'm thinking that this yellow is too much, too strong. Oh crap! I ruined that, didn't I? Wait, give me a sec. Let's change this up. I think that looks better. Ooh, that looks way better. Okay. Let's desaturate it a little bit, darken it up. Okay. I, d- I want to add a more saturated color beneath it, like that, because that red is like reflecting here, right? Okay, that does look good. Um, turn this. She kind of just looks good without the planet, right, behind her. What about without this? I think she already looks good like this. I need a reference from the ending of Evangelion. I don't remember. I don't remember the crosses and looking like that too much. Oh, they were green. I don't remember them being green. So it's red and green. Huh. Well, that's. I don't know how that's gonna work though, because I'm just thinking of the colors. Let's see. Okay, let's just try to make this green. That's actually not so bad. So we got blue, green, red, and yellow. There's too much thing. There's too much. There's too many things going on there. I want to get rid of at least one of them. Let's get rid of the yellow. Where's my halo? This thing. Instead of a yellow, can we do blue? That's not so bad either. Reds. That's even better. But the blue contrasts as well with the red. I think I'll keep the blue. Okay. And yeah, this lighting here is too much. Maybe reduce this by this much. I'm trying to identify where that yellow is coming from. Ah, from this. Okay. That's at least a little bit more balance. So there's not too many colors going on. So that's blue, red, and green. That should be a tetra color harmony, something like that. Oh, it's split complementary. That's the one. Um, what else can we do here? Let's put a shine behind her head. I don't need the sketch anymore. Let's delete the sketch layer. I really want to draw the hands, because at the end of the animation, she becomes this giant white thing, and I want to draw white hands behind her head. But I think it's just gonna be extra clutter. So I'm thinking twice if I want to do that. Blue light behind her head. Maybe a red light. Oh, that looks ominous. Nice. It matches well with the blue here, I think. I don't know. Maybe we can do this. Ooh, that looks so good. Red, blue. Let's turn this blue. I think that's better, right? Green. I'll try green. The purple looks so good. The purple looks so good though, but it doesn't do anything for the painting. It's the purple is just extra clutter. The green though makes sense because of the green crosses. Maybe a little bit more saturated. It does make sense to make it green. This doesn't make sense that it's this much, right? It should be a little bit more desaturated. Now let's just leave it like that. I think I like it. Should I leave the process in? Dude, I don't know. Let's see. These are the things that I kind of struggle with, and I need like a day, um, a day away from the painting. Let's just add texture to the background, a little bit like this, a little bit like that. Started with a kiss, and there. That looks good. Hmm. I'm not really sure how I feel about this painting. We could always just finish it, add some finishing touches. For example, I like doing this thing, saturating it to a more red. Um, and then say hard mix. Okay, that's really, really rough. Let's go 5%, maybe 11%. And see, it adds color here. It does make it a little bit, it makes the painting a little bit more rough. So maybe we can change the color mixer to say multiply. No, I know. How about hard light? Uh, that does look better. What about vivid light? How about color dodge? Nah, that hard light. I think hard light is the winner. Hard mix. Nah, hard light is the winner. And let's just erase some of her face. Okay, so it adds like this overlay here. Maybe pink isn't her thing. Let's turn that a little bit more bluish. And you know what? Let's just add that. And we can mix this up. No, it's fine. So I got these two. I'll convert into white. Well, this is do one first. Let's convert it to red. And let's make one that's blue. And I want to put that underneath. Zoom in a little bit, anywhere in her body. This is chromatic aberration. I could either do this, right? And it adds a little bit of stuff to her. Oh, I could do the other side like this, right? I think I like the other one best. Something like this. Yeah. Make that a little bit bigger. Nah, nah, nah. Just subtle is good enough. Subtle. Whoops. Man, my Photoshop just passes out sometimes. It kind of ruins the painting. Okay, that looks good. I think 55%. Again, it's very subtle, right? Maybe let's go back to the other idea. Okay, that's better, I think. I'm just experimenting here. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Artists like to pretend we know what we're doing, but we don't. She needs something um other than a sandwich. I know. Let's see. We can add some darkness below like this. Make that bigger, lower. Ooh. She's looking good though. Okay. I think there's nothing else I want to add here. Maybe there's a few things, right? But I'm just it'll be just a few details, like for example, some glare. Maybe oh, I already have glare. Okay, don't worry about it then. Hmm. I do think I like the blue, and then let's turn this red. Actually, pink is okay. That does look good. The blue and the pink mixes well, and the pink is just a variation of red anyway, so it still balances out the colors here. So, like the color wheel, pink, red, orange, things like that are just variations of blue. Well, orange is a variation of blue and yellow. Sorry, red and yellow. And yeah, I think this maybe we can add some text. I always like to add text. Um, let's see. I'm just at this point. I'm really just experimenting. Come on. Why doesn't that work? Oh, okay. I know why. I don't know. It looks too corny. Maybe I'll just add some kanji, some kana. Hmm. Does that look corny? I think it looks corny. Adding her name there. Hmm. All right, all right. Let's just finish this. I know what to do. The last touch is um the last is will be tilt shift. Tilt shift. Where's my tilt shift? Tilt shift. I love this feature. Come on. It takes a while though. And last time it did crash my Photoshop. So maybe let's just cancel that. Save it first just in case it crashes. Okay. Lesson learned from the last time I did this. Because last time it actually crashed my Photoshop and I lost a lot of hours. So let's go again. Let's do that one more time. Tilt shift. So what this thing does is it creates a blur at the top and the bottom, and in the center it creates a natural kind of gradation of blurs until it clears up. So I can adjust this up and down, right? So what I want to do is create this cinematic look where the blur is stronger at the bottom. Something. This is almost what I want. But let's shift it up, tilt it like this, and let's press OK. Let's wait for it to finish. It looks fine at the top to me, but it isn't the pink. It's the middle looking too flat. The middle. I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Isn't the middle in the isn't the pink in the middle looking too flat? Again, I don't know which part are you talking. The planet behind her. I might get rid of this pink. I think that looks way better. Okay, I think that's just clutter. Is that what you mean? I think that it looks better this way. It makes the character pop out more. I'm not a fan of the tilt shift. I mean, that's without a tilt shift. That's with. It's not that noticeable. So instead, let's do this instead. Okay, let's tilt shift. I'm inside the circle behind her. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Um. Now that you mentioned that, I think you're right. I think I can add more to it. Okay, that does look better though. That tilt shift. All right, let's keep that. But this thing, I think I'm going back to the red. I don't know. I can't decide. Blue looks nice, but this also looks nice. See, the red kind of makes her hair pop out, and the blue just makes it look look the same. Let's keep the red. I like the red. Turn that black. Add a drop shadow here. I think that's what you mean, right? Okay. I'm thinking of if I should frame her similar to um my Stellar Blade painting. I could probably still do that. Give me one sec. Let's do this and duplicate that. Delete this extra layers. Turn that white. Framed. Delete. Let's turn those off. I turned off the lighting for now. Okay, I just want to be able to see this properly. The lighting's kind of getting in the way. Okay, I like the frame idea. The hell? Hmm. It's slowly becoming a bit too cringy. Let's turn the light back on. Now I'm not sure about the frame. It's not looking as good as I intended it to be. Okay. So instead, I think I need to revert back to the way it was. I am gonna keep the frame idea though. I'm not gonna delete the layers that I made for it. Um, Okay. So I'm really happy where this is right now. Maybe just reduce the frame, I think, a little bit. Let's try to do that. See, that looks a little bit better. I think that looks a little bit better. It still looks like a frame, but it's not too overpowering. Yo, Raydino. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat, buddy. It's too dark around the bottom part, right? We'll be in 10 minutes. I'm gonna have dinner now. All right, man. Have fun. Now, the darkness in the bottom definitely adds to it. Okay, let's do another um, tilt shift. Okay, do that again. Tilt shift. Hmm. I think the tilt shift is too strong. It's kind of ruining the painting in the bottom here. And I think since there is a frame behind her, it would be nice if we can actually add a drop shadow now. Let's experiment a little bit. Whoops. Damn, I pressed the wrong button. Okay. Filter. Gosh, 33. 22. Uh, hmm. Let's just delete that. Okay. Yeah, I really don't know what else to add here. Well, other than the tilt shift, again. Every time I add it, I think of something else to add. If you want more control with the tilt shift, you can always do this, right? Okay, that looks good. See, that might actually be better than the tilt shift. Ooh, I don't know, man. And by I don't know, I mean like I don't know what else to add. She pretty much looks finished to me. I'm still thinking of making her eyes closed because I have a version of her with her eyes closed. Mm, which I used to like better, but this thing is kind of growing on me. I'm just looking at it from a distance, okay? What if we subtract elements like the planet? No, planet does look good though. Oof. Making that look a bit more desaturated, I think it looks better. It looks painterly. We can probably do better though. Make it really desaturated. Okay, that's a nice filter, right? I love that. That is a very nice filter. Come on. And let's go noise. Add noise. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, it adds this papery texture thing. See? It makes it look like it's from paper. I'm really tempted on adding her name here. Ayana Mirai in kanji because it just looks aesthetically better. Come on. But where would I add this though? That's the thing. I don't know where to put it. Just there. Look, it looks like a magazine, like an old magazine. It looks cringy though. I keep coming back to it. It does look cringy. Sideways. That's a little bit better. Maybe we get rid of this and go back to the background. Maybe we can even add it behind the thing. Like a big lump here. That's not so bad. But maybe I need to write it in a way that looks like I don't remember. Okay, the hell's going on? That's the other way around, isn't it? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna edit this manually then. What the? Turn that white. Okay. Because the vertical bit looks way better. Something like this. I'm still cringed about it though. It does feel like it's missing something. I don't know. I may need to sleep on this, guys. It already looks really good to me, just the way it is. But it feels like it's missing something. That's what I'm saying. Make this bigger. So why is there a glare? Oh, it's a Gaussian blur. Okay, don't worry about it. Like that. Make this bigger. Hmm. No, she's good the way she is. Okay, let's just do that. Her shadow here is a bit too small. Maybe 60%. That's fine. Okay. I think we'll leave it like this for now. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a break because I think I need a day from away from this painting. It looks good to me now, but I feel like it's still missing something. Okay, and I'm adding a lot of things to this. I mean, maybe probably unnecessary things, but it does look good, right? I like it. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow. We'll probably do art review as well as go back to our manga. Because I'm almost finished with chapter two, and I want to draw. I want to finish off the rest of the page with you guys tomorrow, as well as some other manga related stuff. But today, I think I really need some time off away from this painting, and then tomorrow I'll probably just finish this off stream. Because I've been meaning to go back to manga, to drawing manga very soon. Okay, there's a lot to draw and there's a lot of work to do. And I got an announcement. I'll probably announce something big next month. I'm not quite sure yet, but there's something going on in the background in my on my end that's really exciting, and I've been dreaming of this day. So I don't know how it's gonna pan out yet, so I don't want to jinx it. So I'll announce it next month. That whatever happens, right? So if it ever goes through, if ever it goes through. Anyways, I'll be off right now. I need some time off. You guys have a nice day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Bye bye.